Ah. Almost forgot. Here. And do this. Yes. Perfect. I can enter cheats quickly. That's new. I am a clown. Hello, Brocoloni. Bruder, ich hab nie Pampers dabei. I really hope this isn't world record, so this is not on tape. Even though nobody understands, because it's an inside joke, I don't want the outside world to associate me with that reference. Bro, is it genuinely so funny? I don't get it. That's cool. Interestingly, that's something I didn't know. The Kimi Zero manga is not that much, like there are not many more chapters beyond what's already adapted in the anime, because that's originally a light novel. I'm not sure whether you knew, but I learned it today. It's like a 6 or 7 volume light novel, and they Sphere, of course I started talking about anime and manga because you joined. It's, you know, I saw like, oh, Sphere's entering the chat. I was like, yeah. Let's talk about this great new anime based on this light novel. Yeah, so anyway, the source material seems to be the light novel, which is very fleshed out, and from what I've heard becomes very bad a lot later on. Like the first 5 volumes are good, and then the author can't let go and just draws it out forever. And people will become mad. That's funny because I thought you possess a certain amount of intellect, but then I saw your face and everything dissolved away. You know, that's how it is sometimes. It just, you know, it just happened. Incredibly rude. How dare you? That's fair though. No, but actually so I'm reading the manga because I'm curious how different it is from the anime. Oh right, yeah. Sorry, because it said with all due respect, you can say whatever afterwards. Like with all due respect, was Hitler your father? You know, that's okay again. Or what the fuck is the fucking argument? I really hope this is not world record. I don't want this to be part of internet history forever. Whereas I don't know. Very, very questionable. I think we're slowly drifting into questionable territory here. Anyway. So the point I wanted to make, just to close that thought, I just want to see whether the manga is like whether or to put it differently, whether the anime is skipping anything, but it seems pretty faithful. There are some small scenes which the anime didn't adapt, Kimi Zero, but it's really minor things. So 95% of stuff is in the anime. That's cool. I will not even comment that. I will not even acknowledge that message with a response, except for what I just said. Well, anyway, now that we have a lot of normies in chat, let's drop the whole anime thing. Probably never will. I mean, that's true. True and fair. That was actually skillful. Missing the enemy like that? That was interesting in its own right. Okay, Sphere, but what's your anime of the season then? Like, what are you from the current anime season? What are you watching that you very much enjoyed? Please share your Pokemon. Are you really? I mean, I assume it's still airing. It's Pokemon after all. I haven't watched the Pokemon anime in like 10 years. Crazy long. Oh, I lost time. It's fine. It's not the big time save anyway. Let's just slow at pinball. The little lightning mouse, that's like Bulbasaur is my favorite as well. Such a great Pokemon. Good thing Eraser isn't here, or he would just fucking lose it. Insane 3 FPS when I flame there, but that's just the game. Oh my god. Well. Yeah, he is. I saw like they sent me an image from, I think it was a sushi place. Either that or they ordered sushi. It's about sushi. No, of course they are. Was it deep fried? I actually don't know. I haven't looked that closely at the image. Just identified fish on top of rice, so that's all I needed to know. Go again. I actually did some offline, well, I wouldn't say runs today, didn't do for very long and didn't get far. But for some reason I'm very bad today at the spinning wheel thing, so maybe I'll be stuck in the first 10 minutes for an hour and then I just stop. Just as a heads up, this could happen. 10-hour train ride almost. For me, I think it's 8 hours. Like it's 4 hours to Munich and then 4 additional hours to Zurich. Yeah, I'll probably just work on the train. It's my plan at least. Not the whole time, of course, but majority of the time. We'll see. My alarm is already set for 6 AM. I could go by plane, that's true, yeah. Factually correct statement. Or not a factually correct statement, apparently. Sorry. I guess the plane would save me 4 hours. Maybe like flight time plus the time you have to be there in advance. Plus the time you have to wait for your luggage afterwards. It's probably around 4 hours. I don't know, I find a train ride much more relaxing. And also then you can do stuff. For you, maybe. Or do you mean flying would save you 200 euros or taking the train? I assume you mean flying. In which case I have to say, because I have the Bahn card 50, it's actually not that expensive for me. Because for work-related reasons I take the... Oh, flying would be more expensive. Okay, then I see. Yeah, that's a fair point. But okay, yeah, then I see sphere. I haven't looked at flight prices, so I wouldn't know. It was never really an option for me. Although I will be flying to Nottingham later this month. Well, more precisely, I'll be flying to Manchester and take a train to Nottingham. Because I was invited to a conference, and taking the train would take 17 hours, so it's not really viable. But I think already that, like, I don't remember the details anymore, but from Berlin to Manchester and the return trip was, I think, 300 euros. 200, 300. Yeah, getting. Actually, I think it was 2019 when I was at UKSG in Glasgow. They're also taking the plane was the only way. At least the only reasonable way. 90 euros with EasyJet? So 90 euro one way or 90 euro both ways? Both ways. Yeah, see. Although I guess it would be, in the end, it would be more expensive if you have additional luggage, like a big suitcase. Right, because the whole key, not the whole key, but a big reason for the low price is that everything else gets charged additionally. Which still makes it cheap in the end, but yeah. I shouldn't flame there, there's no reason to flame there. Right. I've actually never taken at least I can't remember ever flying with EasyJet. Whenever I fly for work, which is admittedly very rarely, try to fly with Lufthansa, although from what I've heard, Lufthansa has also become a lot worse since COVID, but I haven't taken Lufthansa in a while, so I wouldn't know. Basically, guessing. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the thing, sometimes train is just not viable. As I said, the Nottingham thing, if the train route was 8 hours or anything below 10, I think I would do. But 18 is just absurd. It's not happening. So yeah, sometimes there's no other way. If you have to travel anyway, or if you want to travel, really. Can I do this? Okay, one more. I can still get this, but it was very, very wonky, very shaky. Some might say very not good. spikes. I mean, really it was my fault, but I want to be mad at the game. So that's why, that's what I choose to be. Oh, I can get this cycle skip. Alley fucking Luya. Please collect this. Thank you. Cannot die here. Thank you. Ah, first try because it's easy, bro. Just nailing this trick. But that's interesting. Today I feel good about the mini games, my gameplay, but I feel not good about the shop thing and the manip thing. It's interesting. Yesterday it all felt very natural. Like the manip thing felt very natural, it just worked every time. The psychology of speedrunning, I guess, is what it is what's at work here. By the way, Sphere, when will you arrive? Or Yaka as well? Tomorrow? Presumably in the evening at some point. Also will Robbie and me. $7:30 commercial. Actually, is it a direct connection for you, Sphere, or are we also changing in Stuttgart, Kassel, whatever, somewhere? Well, not also. I'm not changing there, but I thought you may. Because it's one of the common change points when going to the southwest, west-southwest. Oh, 3 changes: Hannover, Basel, Zurich. Yeah, the more stopovers there are, or the more changes there are, the more prone the connection is for delays and not catching trains and everything. Obviously. So I'm glad it's just one for me, just changing in Munich. That's fair. All things in Stuttgart, Kassel, and wherever can be an experience. From my admittedly limited encounters with those connections. Yeah, that's fair. The long one, Hanover to Basel, I guess would be in its own right 7 hours, 6 or 7. So if that's direct, yeah, that's I think that's a good strategy. Something I can get behind. Also, I want to say that the connection from Munich to Zurich is one of my favorite stories. Well, not really travel stories, but general infrastructure stories. Because the connection between Munich and Zurich was being electrified in the 90s on the Swiss side. Well, on the Swiss and the German side. They both started in the 90s. The Swiss were done with it quite quickly. And the German part of the connection was electrified. Like the electrification was finished, I think, 3 years ago. So it only took them 30 years to do this, whereas the Swiss took, I think, 5 or 10. And this, in a nutshell, is what Germany is about, I think. Bro, I have 4 cars so far. What are we talking about there no more? 5, 6, 7. Eight. Either because... So I have to say I don't know. Either it's because they don't go via Berlin-Südkreuz, which is my stop, or... What am I doing? Or... because they would just take longer. But I don't know. I don't know. Isn't Berlin... Well, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought Berlin-Zurich, the direct one, is an IC as well. Which takes longer than 8 hours. Well, yeah. Yes. I would prefer to not go into the city to then leave the city again and lose overall like 40 minutes or something. I'll say, Pete. Welcome. Fantastic emote, by the way. I don't know why I'm laughing. I just like the sound of that. Bremen-Borgfeld. Yeah, that's true. That was at SpeedCon, right? In Potsdam. So as of this year, I'm living in Berlin to do work because I'm employed at one of the universities in Berlin. Hence why my starting point to the Prince of Persia Marathon weekend in Zurich that starts tomorrow is well, Berlin or Berlin-Südkreuz. Only time really have... Well, if you say so, I believe it, but I thought we maybe have met at ESA at some point. But maybe we didn't. I don't remember. Well, it's not based off of a memory, it would have just been a guess. Because many of the Splash people are there. Usually, and also I met like Mike and Lovebot at ESA multiple times. I don't even remember. So I've been at ESA 16, 17, then I think 19, then 22. Also the winter one. At least I'm pretty sure I was at ESA somewhere in 2019. But I'd have to look it up. It's kind of a patchwork at this point. Which ones I haven't been to. I wasn't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was at 16. Yeah, my first ESA. Still in Vecchio, or however the fuck it's pronounced. Nobody knows. Oh, you were there. Interesting. Honestly, it's so far in the past. I only remember it briefly. I still remember the like, sports gym thing it was in, like the venue, and the mess housing. That's about where my memory stops. Also, I remember watching a run, one of the Prince of Persia runs at 5 AM, which was scheduled to be at 11 PM, but they had this insane delay. Maybe it was 1 AM, but multiple hours of delay, and I ended up going to bed at 5 or 6 AM because tech didn't get anything to work. That's a funny memory. Yeah, exactly. Fucking 7 years ago. Over 7 years. 7.5 years. I think it's safe to say that ESA has changed for the better since then. Yeah, that might have been before we knew each other. I think I still remember some of the Splash people there. I just didn't really talk to them because I didn't have reason to, but at least I remember identifying some of the Splash people I knew at the time. But as I wasn't really part of the community back then, like at all, were just people to me, I guess. No, for my trip to the UK, I don't. Why did I do that? It's 10 seconds lost because I'm dumb. But yeah, passport is enough. Traveling to the US would be a different kind of story. They need an like electronic visa. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, ID is enough. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9. There's actually a funny story. There's a story about me traveling to Zurich with the Deutsche Bahn, but before the whole electrification was done, right? The German part of the connection, Munich Zurich, the German side. Before they were done, they were using a bus, a so-called IC bus, operated by the Deutsche Bahn, a bus that takes you from Munich to Zurich. Kinda, I don't know, it's kind of funny. Now a relic of the past. Can you hit that guy, bro? Apparently not. We would, yeah. You don't have... We don't have mobile data for Zurich. Or Switzerland for that matter. Because it's not part of EU roaming. Also, everything I just did was terrible. Yeah, exactly. No, wait, I do this. Focus really quick to get this manip done. Real quick, takes like 2 minutes. Or 1 more at this point. All right. Cool. What have I missed? Better infrastructure and coverage in Germany. That is true. Better Wi-Fi. That's fair. RNGmanip is insane. That's also true. There's an interesting story from I think like 3 weeks ago at this point. So I was traveling back from Poland. I was attending a conference there for a week. Oh, not a conference. I was invited to the physics chair of a university. Anyway, it was work related, and I took the Flixbus, starting in Berlin and ending ending in Poland. And it was incredibly easy to tell whenever I had passed the border from Germany to Poland, because all of a sudden, like on the way back to Germany, all of a sudden the internet speed became basically zero, like edge all the time. Whereas in Poland, 4G or 5G even, but at the very least 4G everywhere, every part of the road, like no drops at any point. And then suddenly you're in Germany on the Autobahn edge. It's fucking hilarious. interesting. But wasn't the idea to switch to telecom? Are you still trying to resolve the issue with Vodafone before moving on to another provider? Mobile data was a shit. Yeah, that sounds about that sounds like the average German mobile data experience. Which is honestly and genuinely insane to think about. You gave up, that's fair. Yeah, but you can't let him decide what to do because he doesn't know anything about tech. So I don't know whether that's a reasonable criterion to decide on doing something. Like honestly. But he says yes, but you know sometimes the people in charge are not the people who should make the decisions based on the level of knowledge. Then again, that's how the world works. So. What can you do? Yes, this was a metaphor for politics at times. Caught me there. Oh, Bro, €8 per month, that's like 1/7 of a DAZN, like price for DAZN month or whatever. Subscription, that's the word. 1 month of DAZN subscription. Clearly, yes. I guess. I only learned recently through a video that the zone prices have been upped once or even twice this year already. And it's not like €40 or something crazy. Or maybe even more, not keeping up. Or 45? Bro, I can't. I'm not having it. I think that should be 8. If it's not, I will see at the end of the run, but the money count looks good. I think I got everything. Okay. I shouldn't lose too much time on this one. 50 euros per month. Like, I think also I remember seeing a chart, like a comparison chart of how much people in the UK pay for annual, not annual, for monthly football or soccer subscription. And I think it was double. to something even crazier, but because the German market is used to these lower quote-unquote prices, it's difficult to go any higher because the fans will just not pay that much in Germany. But yeah, 50 euros is fucking crazy. And it's, from what I know, it's still not, or it's barely enough to cover their costs. Which is, I don't know, it's just insane. Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Dun, dun, da, 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 da. Unrelated song right there. Could mean anything, really. Fucking clown emoji. Lost a bit of time. That's fair. Okay, here comes the reset. No, that was wrong. But that's not the reset I was talking about. Please see. Well, to be fair, we're not talking about phone subscription right now, but sports TV. Sorry if that was, if any confusion arose there. Yeah, we're talking about DAZN, which is a sports streaming service. Woohoo! Slow because my movement was bad, but at least I got the thing. So that's cool. Okay. Although the whole phone subscription thing is I think its own topic. Because, like, for example, I think I pay like 9 euros per month. And included in my phone contract are 8 gigabytes of data, which, so at least I know that in France, for the same price, you get like something crazy, 300 gigabytes or something. France is fucking crazy when it comes to phone contracts. So it's, my point being, it's not only about the price, it's also about what you get for your money. Like, I think current phone contracts in Germany with unlimited data range around 60 plus for sure. 60 euros and more for unlimited. Probably more than 70. Hence why, depends on what you get for 10 euros. 20 per month. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's fair. Well, at least in my German mind, that's a fair, or to my German mind, that's a fair deal. If Eraser were here, he would probably say, what the fuck? 10 euros and only 20 gigabytes? That's nothing. How am I supposed to survive with 20 gigabytes? It's a fucking joke, dude. Please, nobody clip this and send this to him. Please don't do that. I'd appreciate if we're still friends with him after this stream. Was that the Streisand effect? In action? Crazy. Hint, yes. Okay. Missed the hole there. So yeah, I'll probably stay on power. Whatever. On par with well, if I don't die, that is. Yeah, that's what I thought. 6 for unlimited. That's a pretty good deal then. Or so I would say. I guess it also depends on the quality of the data, but I assume it would be at the very least alright. Like 4G admin. Well, quality of the connection, come on, you know what I mean? Ellen, no? I mean, that's fair. What's the quality of the data and how does it scale with n? How does it scale with size? Oh my god. Please. This is an experience. Everything about this is interesting. Okay. At least that was a decent play. No comment. Get mad. Oh yeah, that's true. There's also this. Yeah, I forgot about that. I used that when I first moved to Berlin, like to have unlimited internet before my router arrived. So yeah, that's also the thing. That was actually pretty handy. 1 euro per day, and you could cancel the subscription every day. So yeah, very good thing. And the connection was also moderately stable, to my surprise. Okay, the streak of not failing this minigame continues. And I welcome that. Then again, this may be the first time I've looked at the credits on accident. At the credits by accident. Oh. I guess it's something this run has now. Looking at the credits. well. It was good as well. Although basically luck, there was no skill involved here. And good bridge minigame, wow. Pleasantly surprised. Now, so for those who weren't... oh no. Hey Razor. So for those who weren't present yesterday, I played this minigame 7 times instead of 5 times because I was so absorbed in chat interaction. Which means if I don't do that today, I will save 30 seconds for free. So that's cool. Hey Razor, nice seeing you here. First time your name comes up today, I promise. There hasn't been any funny Eraser imitation stuff going on. No, no. Hey Caddy. Oh no. Like I appreciate that you guys are here, but I also must wonder, is there nothing more fun you can do right now? Because I think there would be. But what do I know? Yes, it's a pleasure to have you guys. Eraser, did you manage to split the bill in the end? Were you able to say getrennt bitte? I see. But I did see it correctly that you guys went out, like you didn't order and eat at Caddy's place. Because to be fair, I don't really remember what I thought it looked like, the restaurant. So actually, you know, free dessert, hilarious. I've achieved comedy. Oh no, don't do that. There's this funny story from a few weeks ago when I was in Poland, where I went to a restaurant with the people from the group who invited me, and most of them speak Polish. So I went there with somebody from the group, like he took me there by car, and he speaks Polish, older guy, professor. So we entered the restaurant, asked like about, you know, reservation, where we're sitting and so on. And then he went to, I think, to the bathroom for a while. So I was sitting there alone, and suddenly the waitress approaches me, and, you know, the other guy spoke Polish, you know, native Polish speaker, so she assumed I would as well. So she starts speaking to me in Polish for a solid 5 seconds at least. While I sit there and I'm like, And eventually she realizes, oh, he has no idea what the fuck I'm saying. I just laugh it off and walk away. She didn't even translate. She was just like, oh yeah, okay, whatever, bro. She just left the table. Oh, that felt funny. Yeah, sadly, beyond a few words and phrases of Polish, I don't have the ability to speak the language, I'm afraid. No, I was just so confused that all I managed to say was sorry. That's when she realized. Like that's all my brain was able to comprehend in that short time frame. But yeah, like the basic phrases like what is it? Dzień dobry, dziękuję, these kinds of things. That's where my knowledge of the Polish language ends. Very sorry about that. I wouldn't even know what that means, but I appreciate your positive attitude towards it. It means a lot to me. Interesting. Oh my god. I was at the wrong portal. Like I was at the right portal, but my brain placed me at the wrong portal. That was the problem. Once again, my brain screwed me over. It's like a common theme at this point, doesn't it? Wonder if any cars around on Sunday morning? I'd rather not, so at least I do not plan on bringing my GameCube. And I hope nobody else does either. So that would be cool if it stays there. Give it the S capture. Yeah, that's I'll just ignore that. Also, I saw that message only now. Are you bringing your GameCube here? No. What do you mean 150? You can't just decide on what I'm doing. It's not how it works. I'm my autonomy. I'm my own person. Sometimes I think that I am, yeah. Sometimes I humor the illusion that I have free will. Why did I use that rocket? That was stupid. Where are you coming from? What? At least I can skip this one now. It's good, but... Okay, how about I play well? Focus. I will really lose the run to Skywalker 2, right? Because I'm not paying attention. That's what's happening right now. Should be it. Fucking fuck me, bro. Well, I do take pride in having resolved the situation. So. Why, yes, I'm a Skywalker connoisseur myself. I'm trying my best. By the way, Eraser has... I'm just curious, has Sam said anything regarding his segmented run already? Has he told you anything about it, or just curious? Well, I just saw that. Competent runner, what the fuck? Sphere, how dare you? I'm literally a world record holder. Okay, that's good. That's good then. Maybe he told me something interesting about his TSF segmented run. Which will... Nope, I will not say anything. If he didn't tell you, then it will be a surprise. Oh, I can't. Anyway, how about I try to finish this run before doing anything else? You can't just say that. You know, I'm indulging in lighthearted banter, and you're just murdering me. Like, you straight away, you're just killing me. You can't do that. Fantastic. Can't just set it. Now imagine if I actually failed Gem Up at 98 gems. How would that make you feel? Knowing that you're responsible for all my misery. No, so, okay, I should be clear. The segmented run will happen. It's just there's a fun little detail about it. But, no, the run will happen. That one is not in danger. That's not the funny part. Okay. 17. Curious that platform didn't fall. That at least could have very well fallen there. That's probably... Oh. Dude, these double platforms are killing me internally every time. Double platforms and as in when the platforms overlap. Shit's fucking scary, man. This was probably a bad play. I'm good. But I will not do that for the single platforms if I even get there, because right now it looks like I may not. Bad play, bad play. Lucky. Lucky that the platform spawned. Fuck! Dude, I can't. I know. My heart rate is elevated to the point where I don't want to know the number. I don't want to know the BPM. I think that's how Nirvana feels. You know, the state of mental nothingness? I think that's it. Also, 117 is correct. I have the correct the correct number of cards. Yes, Nirvana, the band. Because prior to the band, Nirvana, the word Nirvana didn't have any meaning. So they just made up this word. Random word. You're correct. That's how the story goes. Oh, come on. What do you mean he won't survive sheep hop? It's the easiest minigame. You can't fail at that. It's literally impossible. shouldn't have said that. Like, I just realized saying that, bad idea. Bad call. Wow. Pretty fast elevator, cool. Told you. Imagine karming. Oh, yeah, thanks for the anti-jinx. It's much appreciated. Hello, 107. Here I come. Please don't put this out of context. Bro, the fucking French will never prevail, and that's a good thing. So, that's all I have to say. I can't. Bro, to stand up so my legs become alive again. Oh. Oh. Race at Easy Summer, absolutely. Because what could even... This is the most marathon safe game and route I've ever seen. Finally a decent time. Eraser, aren't you the funniest guy on the planet? For easy, yeah. So, like I told you guys before, that I will submit 120 cards to ESA Summer, and I think they'll go on top of the annual 200% co-op submission, which never gets accepted. Although it should. It has to happen at some point. Can you Oh, I mean, okay. I did make very many bad choices, that's true, yeah. You see, that's the problem, because all my previous gem hops were very fast. I cannot afford, I don't have the time to spare to do the very slow but safe thing. So I have to, at some point I have to rely on good platform RNG. That being said, this was still dodgy. Dodgy at best. Okay, how do I do anything? Let me check that. So let's say I would have to do. Now you can hear me again. now, okay, where's display capture? I think this one, no, this one. And ideally, we would put this thing here. Perfect. Okay, welcome to professional reaction stream. Okay, what the fuck did I do? It's already too late. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's the manip thing. Okay, here we go. Yeah, okay, I can make game audio a bit louder. The thing is that you would hear me twice, I guess. 17. Curious that platform didn't fall then. At least could have very well fallen. Well, you would hear me from the video. 17. Okay, so let's see what I've produced here. Could have very well fallen there. Yeah, that's true. Although I also said that during the run, right? A lot of double platforms at the beginning. Oh no! Oh fuck! You're right. Oh no! That's yeah. Maybe I'll purge the tapes and edit the video. See, that's interesting. So here, for some reason, this was not a double. Like the two platforms overlapped, but the platform is still there. There, another double. The platform still was there. But yeah, especially if you're at the edge, you have very little control over what comes next, so you have to work with what you have. So these double platforms are killing me internally every time. I could have taken that bottom one there. Yeah. That's all fine. Double platforms, and as in when the platforms overlap. Shit's fucking scary, man. This was like there being being at the bottom row. It's okay if the platforms are still large, but especially for the small ones, you have to do a high jump and then land quickly on something. And on the okay, that was a double. That's something you just can't do anything about. That one just spawns in your face. But at least it's high up, so you can salvage that. Right, that one. You can. Let me quickly, just so you can see my face there, because it was justified. Like I thought it was still a big platform, so I landed where the gem was, thinking, oh yeah, it's a big one, and I almost. Oh, it almost ended right there. I think that's where my heart rate went from like 80 or something to at least 130. That's where the spike happened. Oh, that's great. Yeah, so usually on a bad run, I would just do this jump directly. Oh, you can see my mouse, it's good. I would just do this jump directly, but here, the top one was free, that's true. And usually I would have jumped here directly and then from there to the top one. But for some reason I was... Oh no. For some reason I was scared and... didn't believe myself, didn't do the direct one. Where are we? There, yeah. Oh yeah, Mr. Yeah, jam up was never a problem for me. It's the easiest mini game. I never lost a run, or I have like my hands were fucking sweaty all the time. Cause you've mastered this hell, haven't you? Fucking clownery over here. What the fuck is Beat Cortex world record? What are you talking about? Like, I've genuinely no idea what you're even saying. Too many H's pronounced correctly. That's fair. The bottom one I could have taken, but could have been risky. There, I deliberately dodged the double platform. So I could have landed here already to get both gems at the same time. At the risk of both falling if nothing else spawns. Hence I only went one and not the other. It would have been somewhat dangerous, but at least it was high up, so high chance. That, okay, so if you know that platforms will fall, you can take the risk. The problem mostly arises when you jump and when you jump and a platform or two platforms fall, a second platform falls without you anticipating it. I think that's the worst thing, because you have to adjust quickly and that's when you lose. No, I would go for the top one. I was just talking about this situation in particular. Like there as well, usually I would go for this one and then jump here. Because this one's pretty short distance, there's nothing... Oh, there's very little bad that can happen, but I didn't want to risk it. Same there. Dodged the double there, that was good. Also, sorry if the capture is terrible, I'm on display capture and not window capture. Maybe that's why it's bad right now.
Bad play.
Oh yeah, double. This is where the run could have ended. Like right there, because it's somewhat low. And if there's no platform spawning, which it luckily did, like here, right? This one. Without this one, would have been over. Or could have been over. Okay, there I avoided the double. Knowingly, could have taken the bottom one. Yeah, I did a lot of double jump and flutters instead of direct jumps. Yeah, no, that was scary for sure. Absolutely. Okay, at that point I knew it's one more because it started at 17. That's a good thing about this route. You're starting with so little gems that you can just remember the number and you know, okay, I have to play until 117 in this case. So I know... yeah, I knew it's over here. Actually, it's a good point. I can now enter the split times real quick. So when did I exit? No, the run will happen. That one's not safe. Oh yeah, I agree. Gem op test would be amazing to watch. Because it can risk absolutely everything. Also, I lost 25 seconds in jam hop because I was so cautious. And even with that, I got the 107. Yeah, best possible. Like, some of best is 105 right now. High 105. I mean, you rarely say that, but... you have to remember that the previous world record, I played in the what's it called? The Portal Rush World 5 thing for 7 times instead of 5. So maybe I shouldn't be talking about numbers too much right now. By the way, just because I have it open, to my German mind, that's a fair deal. If Eraser were here, he would probably say, "What the fuck? 10 euros and only 20 gigabytes? That's nothing. How am I supposed to survive with 20 gigabytes? It's a fucking joke, dude." Please, no. Context, we were talking about mobile data, like phone contracts. I mean, it was pretty good, wasn't it? You have to admit it was rather accurate. also factually true. I remember specifically that the French phone contracts are crazy in terms of data compared to the rest of Europe. So there's that. Anyway, that was fun. Also, that's the background. Come on. Can you just remove that? Fucking OBS bullshit. There we go. Can't deny either. That's fair. Okay, in that case, that was quicker than anticipated, but I think I'm done for now. Actually, with a category altogether. You run? No, I can't. My heart cannot take another run. No matter where it would go, it's not happening, bro. I can tell a small story regarding. Sure, if you beat this, I'll be back at it. Absolutely. See what you've gotten yourself into. You set this thing out of fun. You know, like fucking, when was it? 6 or 7 years back at this point, the whole T2T NMG thing. Okay, you can say goodbye to this category. Okay, that's good then. You learn from your mistakes. Razor, I'm proud of it. Of you, not it. Of you, you're not a thing, you're a human. My brain just playing. I'm not dehumanizing you, although you're French. But no, you know, fool me thrice, shame on me. Fool me 4 times, fucking I can't. Anyway. So the final thing I wanted to talk about. Today I did, like before the stream, I did some testing regarding RNGmanip routes for the shops where you buy the cards, right? Because currently we're not manipulating them, we were just waiting for the cards to appear, which doesn't take as long, but on rare occasions loses you a lot of time. And from my test, so as an example, I found a route for the World 2 shop in World 2-1, like in the Ice World, where you buy the cards. I found a manip route which combines the World 1 spinning wheel shop with the World 2 shop where you buy stuff. However, it's slower than what we currently do. I'm not sure whether it's slower on average, but at least it was slower than the previous world record. And I think that shows the problem that for RTA runs, just cycling through cards, because it's a very quick thing to do. So any manip you would do that gets you all the cards reliably has to be very fast. Like there's not a lot of setup or anything you can do. To be fair, I haven't tried with the other shops. Like World 3 and World 4 are, especially World 3 I think is the worst in that regard, because you need 10 cards. It's the most amount. So maybe it could work there. The problem is also that you so for example, for the World 3 shop, their World 3 1 shop, there's something close by. I think it's the fire to the right, the mini game that gets you to the second half, that advances the RNG every 10 or so frames, like basically impossible to control, which would make manipulating things even harder. Same for the World 2 thing. The reason it's so slow is that on your way there from the start of World 2 through the shop, although it's a pretty short path, there's a sheep in your way that advances the RNG by at least 13 times, and you have to take that into account, which then may make certain routes not viable anymore. And you'd also have to, in order for it to save time, you'd have to combine it with the minigame that's on your way stuff and things. It's a good question. I guess then you would have to do it on the way back, like on the whole backtrack thing. It's still a pretty long walk there, isn't it? It's still 10 seconds. And on your way back, like on the whole backtrack thing, there's no RNG control anymore. You don't have any control over the RNG seed. Because that's a good thing about between World 1 and World 2. You're manipulating the shop in World 1, 2. So you're restarting once you reach the second world to set the RNG seed to 1. So that's why you could, in the first place, combine it with a shop manip for 2-1. And if you do that at any other point, you need an additional 10 seconds, during which, like just for console restart. And during these 10 seconds, you can look at, what, 10, 15 different card batches? And that's why it's like very hard to make worth. For a TAS, no question. A TAS would absolutely manipulate and combine all of that stuff. But RTA? Yeah, of course, TAS. I said that yesterday. So I don't know whether you know this, but there are some minigames, the bridge minigames, which do a very peculiar thing that no other minigame does in Spyro Fusion. When you start them, the RNG seed, like the number, the RNG value, is set to the number of frames the console is currently on. So let's say you're playing for 20,000 frames already, like 20,000 frames since console start. You start this minigame and the RNG value is set to 20,000. No other thing does that. I don't know why they did that. So for RTA, that's terrible because that's, you know, frame perfect thing. For TAS, fantastic. You can get to vastly different seeds that you wouldn't be able to get to any other way. So for a TAS, that would be very handy knowledge. For RTA, it's a funny side effect. I mean, I guess they did, but it feels like one of these 2080 things. Like they put in 20% of the effort, and they're covering 80% of the cases. But like basically, they prevent you from snooping around, you know, just trying out things. But if you really set your mind to breaking the RNG system, you can. Yeah. Who would do that? I still like the comparison, and I mean, I probably will never get an answer, but every time I think about it, it baffles me that the RNG system is so different. Like in Crash Fusion, it's a new RNG value every single frame. There's nothing else. So if you control if you have full control over the frames, you control all the RNG. And here they put all these weird mechanisms, which is so much more work. Like, why didn't they just do the crash? It would have been so much easier, but maybe that blasted their performance. Maybe calling that function every frame would have slowed things down too much. Although I don't think so, because sometimes they're calling, you know, every time you flame, they call the RNG function 30 times. Like 30 times in one frame. And that, then again, maybe that is why things slow down that much when you flame. Maybe that's why the game comes to a fucking halt whenever you flame. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point. So I guess until we get to speak to one of the devs, which I assume, honestly, I assume will never happen, and that's fine. But until then, this is just something I cannot wrap my head around. That it's something a lot more complicated and a lot easier to break if you want to. Although I have to say, if that's not entirely correct, the crash thing, it's easy to understand, but you cannot manipulate it in real time. Which I guess is what you want from your RNG thing. You don't want players to be able to circumvent all the RNG measures altogether. With Spyro, it's more complicated, but as a result, you can break it more. Right, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Well, if nothing else, that's something cool to talk about during ESA then. Sort of Toka developer interview. Wouldn't that be great? We can talk to all the people from Spyro Fusion Quality Assurance. Fucking clown wig, clown emojis. Me interviewing people? No. Okay, I think that's all I have to say. As I told you guys yesterday, I will be away for a few days for the Prince of Persia Marathon pop runs, which will happen this weekend. Can you talk about one thing before you leave? Probably not, but I'll foolishly say yes. But probably not. But I'll say yes for now. Well, because I have to get to Zurich somehow. Actually, I'm not spending 8 hours on a train, I'm spending 4 hours on 2 trains. You know, 4 hours on the first train to Munich and then to Zurich. Because that makes a big difference. That's even worse. No, it's fine. Like, okay, genuine answer. I like train rides are more relaxing, and you can, at least I can actually do stuff, whether it be work or watching videos in peace, practicing, whatever. It's, I don't know. I usually only take a plane if I really have to, because all of the methods of transport are just not feasible. No, just maybe a me thing. No, the ring is just an accessory. That was a gift from my sister from many years ago at this point. So no, I'm not married. I don't know whether you can see it on camera. It's a married to a razor. It's true. It's a Mobius ring. Can you see that? So this is. I guess you can't really see it. This is twist in the ring. So it's basically a Mobius strip in form of a ring. I really like that. So. You were my first sister. I really like it, so it's, I don't know, it's a cool thing to wear. Shows my connection to, tell mom, my connection to mathematics and science. Yeah, that's all there is to it. Also beyond that, I just think it looks very cool. Also nice stimming things, like nothing else, you can just play around with it and it doesn't come off easily. Enjoy that phone call. I don't know whether I guess I'll just not look at my phone then today. Okay, switch it off real quick. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, people, and hopefully see you at pop rounds. So please feel free to tune in from tomorrow evening onwards until Sunday evening here. Actually, I guess there's... Caddy's not streaming. I cannot host him. So. Bye.